What's going on, everybody? Crescent's Crypto here, back with another video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about Refinable. Now look at that price, guys, 73% down, and a lot of people are talking about this coin and this project, guys. As you can see here, we're going to be talking about the price and why this is the case in a minute. But first, I want to address some things, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only offering my opinion and my speculation, right? A lot of people have already talked about Refinable earlier today. It's been a big issue, this coin. We're going to get into it, but I kind of want to give my perspective on it. It's, been busy all day, haven't been able to make a video on it, but let's get into it here. So, what is Refinable, right? Now, I don't know if a lot of people are tracking this coin, but it was hyped. It was shilled by a lot of YouTube channels saying that it had a 100x potential, and a lot of people lost money from it. So as we can see here, let's take a look at Refinable and exactly what it is, what this project is about, right? So it says create, discover, trade, leverage any digital content, redefining the NFT experience for all users, communities, and brands. So this ecosystem, this project, Refinable, was supposed to get into the NFTs, right? It was supposed to be the pioneer, one of the leading projects to implement NFTs, redefining the NFT experience. And as we all know, NFTs are super popular right now. Some of them are selling for millions of dollars, and people are making a lot of money off of NFTs. So for this coin, it was supposed to represent, being able to use digital content to do these different things, right? And the big takeaways from this, why it was so hyped, was it was invested by mrbeast. Got a picture of him on here, and you got Binance saying that, oh, it's Binance and mrbeast is in on this project. So a lot of people thought, wow, this definitely has 100x potential. So as you can see here, they have all these partnerships and all this stuff, right? And a lot of other YouTube channels have already talked about this, but I want to give my perspective on it, right? So from my initial impressions, right, because I haven't heard about this coin until it popped up in my news feed here. It's supposed to be the definitive NFT hub, be able to create your own NFTs, discover and get discovered, trade and share with anyone, and leverage their full potential, right? So you're supposed to be able to, use NFTs as a way to make money or to share content and whatnot, right? And they're calling it a new digital marketplace featuring ultra low transaction fees, customizable distribution options, and energy efficient processing. And then they're talking about how it's the next generation digital marketplace. And for me personally, it looks great. They have a timeline. They have exactly what the fine token does. They have the token distribution, and the biggest thing here is the team, right? Because they have people's LinkedIns, their names, identities, what their roles are in the project, their advisors. And for initial investors, they had massive confidence in this project. Now this is the problem, right? As we go into the token distribution here, the private sell price was sold for 3 cents for each fine. The public sell was about 3.3 cents for each fine. Now this is what happened, guys. As you can see, it's trading for about $2.20. So what happened? Now, big thing that happened, right? Let's quit out of this. When it got released, right, on the 27th of April around 11 o'clock p.m., the long-anticipated Fine PancakeSwap listing is here, right? Now anyone can buy, sell, or trade Fine on Cake. So when this release happened, right, it did not go for 3.3 cents that people thought it would have was going, right? So as you can see, the price shot all the way up to $8-9 and then proceeded to crash. So a lot of people thought that they were buying Fine tokens for 3.3 cents, but they're actually purchasing it for $9, completely overpriced from what the initial expectation was for the price. And guess what happened, guys? Whoever got in first at those cheap prices and actually confirmed bought made millions of dollars, made a lot of money, and took a lot of initial investors cash, guys. We're talking about people, up to 75% of people's initial investment gone. Imagine buying $1,000 of fine of you thinking that you're getting $1,000 worth of fine at 3.3 cents, but technically you're not. You're only getting it for about. Imagine buying each fine for $8 and then crashing the two. Literally, now you're only sitting with $250 worth of fine off of $1,000 investment. Completely unacceptable, guys. And a lot of people are now upset, and I would be too, because they're calling it a scam coin. Because a lot of people lost money, and a lot of people are not happy with this. So as you can see here, right, if we go on Nick Chan, right, he is the co-founder of this project. If we scroll down here real quickly, he's right there, Nick Chan. They're very silent all day and yesterday, not really addressing it. It was a PA crisis, right? And I think this is something that they needed to do, and they finally did it. This was posted about 3-4 hours ago, hot off the press, and I'm going to talk about this with you guys. I'm going to share it with you guys. So Nick Chan says, I would like to take a moment to officially address many of the token launch issues. Whilst the team has been working nonstop to ensure a smooth token launch, inevitably there were many unforeseen issues that cropped up. Now, he breaks it down, so let's go through each one. So number one, there were reported token contract leaks a few hours before launch, so the team reminted the entire token supply to mitigate bot setups. 2. Refinable launched at the initial price of 0.0328. Now that is debatable. Again, people bought at astronomical prices and not got the exact fine that they were promised at this price point, so that is to be determined. 3. CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap price charts do not reflect our true initial price setting because of the delayed reporting. 4. There was severe congestion on BSC starting with our Polkastarter IDO, causing all transactions to be extremely delayed, which means the initial liquidity supply took 4 minutes to confirm. 5. Public sale distributions were executed automatically, but private sale and partnership distribution were issued manually and experienced massive delays. 6. We staggered initial liquidity supply in around 10 minutes to minimize the effect of predatory bots front-running the community. 7. Private sale transactions were issued in one dispersed transaction and saw massive delays, about 30+ minute, guys, because of the large contract size. 8. Some smaller multi-sig transactions executed earlier because of smaller transaction size outside of the dispersed transactions, leading to staggering distribution of tokens. Then he goes on to say, my team and I are continuing the investigation to other launch issues. I'd like to personally thank all our supporters, and this is the launch of a very special project for myself and the team. We've been working hard to deliver a great platform the community can be proud of. So he says, we have the largest NFT community in this space with 79,000 plus addresses holding fine. Our Twitter has 100,000 followers, and we're number one trending on CoinGecko. What this means is I and the Refinable app team will try even harder to deliver a stellar product for the community. And then lastly, he says, final note, for over 1 hour after initial liquidity, no private sale tokens were distributed, and despite our best efforts, bots were still able to front run the LP pool, causing massive price movements. So basically this kind of addresses why the price shot up so fast. He is saying that for over 1 hour after the initial liquidity, no private sale tokens were distributed, and despite our best efforts, bots were still able to front run the LP pool. That's creating the massive price movements within the first 30 minutes of the pool. And as you can see here, right, it got released at 11, and around 11:51 p.m. it was at $8, guys. Completely crashed. So imagine buying in at this point, and a lot of people did not know that because they thought they were buying for 3 cents, crashing it all the way down, and now it's at $2, guys. So people are bag holding, and a lot of people are saying that they rug pulled. And let's be honest, guys, you'd be stupid to not say that there are people who actually got those tokens for that 3 cent price and were aware of the bot trading. Now, technology is getting extremely advanced, guys, to the point where people can use bots and they're able to track every little thing from when the smart contract gets initiated, when they get the sell gets released with the swaps, and they're able to snipe and they're able to get in and then ramp those prices up and potentially fool people and tricking people to buying things for astronomical prices, especially on pancakeswap. So to me, this is completely unacceptable, guys, that a lot of people lost their money, and I'm sorry if you invested into this coin. Thank God I did not hear about it. because that is such a bad first impression, and I don't know how Refinable is going to get out of this. A lot of people are pissed off about this, right? And whose fault is, so people are commenting about this, right? Whose fault is this? People who have suffered from this launch already know what might have went wrong. Instead, they expect you to compensate for their losses. So the only way that Refinable can get out of this mess is if they recompensate people for losing massive amounts of money. And I don't think that's something they can do, because the people who already sold and took millions of dollars from these initial investors are gone. They probably took this money, converted it into Binance or whatever the coin they prefer, and sold. It's unfortunate what happened, guys, but I appreciate that Nick Chan came out and finally broke the ice here 17, 18, 19 hours later, addressing exactly what happened. But this isn't good enough. A lot of investors are wanting money back, because guys, at the end of the day, man, this is completely trash. Imagine putting in $2,000 and only getting about $500 worth and losing money just like that in the snap of a finger. That essentially is a pump and dump. And who knows who took bags? People were claiming mrbeast got in first and he sold at made millions of dollars. We don't know that. I don't know, guys. But it's going to take a lot for these people to, get them good in the light here, because right now they're not. And if you just read the comments on their Twitter, they're not happy. Yeah, it took you guys this long to admit. Give us our money back would be the right thing to do. How do you feel to be in our shoes? Karma's real. And now they're labeled as scammers, guys. So please let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this PA announcement. Do you guys think this is justifiable? Do you guys think that investors should get recompensated for their losses? Please let me know in the comment section below, guys. I'm definitely watching this coin. This is why you need to make sure you're not a part of any initial things. That's something you need to learn, because if you're a part of like initial offerings or anything like that, something can go wrong like this. And I'd rather let things sit and marinate than to just jump the ship, all right? Jump the gun, pull the trigger without realizing who's on the other side of that barrel. So again, guys, hope you guys having a great night or day wherever you are. Again, sorry for whoever invested. Just let me know what you think of this. So I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.